another beautiful Friday.
Yeah.
And because when it's 8 p.m., it can only mean one thing on New Frontiers TV.
Ladies Lounge.
And of course, we're excited to be back on the show this week. My name is Adiola Adegoke, of course, your girl, D. And it's an exciting week. If we feel as in an activity-filled week. And before I give you all of the gist on the activities, I'm Adiola Adegoke, and as always, I always bring our one and only
She baby. I'm in the house today. I want to rap. I don't know how to rap. Good evening, everyone. I still remain your one and only Funshi babe. My name is Funsho Afolabi. Welcome to the studio.
Yep. It's okay. Interestingly, there's something going on in Nigeria, and of course, it will be it's okay. I don't think our fans will be pleased if we decide not to talk about it.
Yes.
And that's the NSAS protest ongoing, and we join our voice with the voice of everyone out there, everyone trying to put an end to police brutality in Nigeria. We call on the federal government to fix this issue before it gets out of hand. Because we salute all of the people on the streets, ensuring that their voices are heard and that the government does something first to fix all of the excesses of the SARS units of the Nigerian police force. I mean, you guys are the real heroes this time around.
Because you're out there working.
Yes. And we wish that we could also
be
on the streets, but then we got to be here to entertain people at home and to ensure that you're also well informed. That tonight we'll be talking about something amazing on Ladies Lounge. You know, Ladies Lounge is for ladies now. It's girls' thing. It's our thing.
It's our thing. And you guys learn from it too.
Yes, the guys. And interestingly, so that you all wouldn't get jealous, we also we have the men's arena that comes on here every Saturday. So watch tomorrow again. Let your ladies also join. So tonight we're talking about something amazing, and that is the International Day of the Girl Child, which is on October 11th. That's on Sunday. And to have that discussion with us in the studio is an advocate of the girl child. I mean, she does a lot of work for women and girls, teenagers in the rural places. She's no other person than Ife Oluwa. Who is Ife Oluwa? What does she do? We'll tell you more right after this time out. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us at Ladies Lounge. And of course, we've told you that tonight we're focusing on the International Day of the Girl Child, and we have our guest here in the studio. The team lead of Bold Stories Network. Her name is Ifeoluwa Oyewale.
You're welcome, Sister Ife.
Thank you.
Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
If you look, I see the way you are looking, sir.
Her
smile is chanting, and I don't even know what to say.
Amazing smile.
Thank you.
Happy International Day of the Girl Child. We get children.
We get children.
Girl child.
It's we.
All right. Well, interestingly, Bold Stories Network is a non-governmental organization that focuses on quite a lot of things, and of course, most especially the teenage girls and women in rural area, raped and abused girl child, orphans, and quite some other things. What that network does is give a voice to some of the silent voices in the rural area and help them make meaning out of their lives. So we will allow Ife to tell us
more about themselves.
More about Bold Stories Network.
Can I talk about what I do?
About the Bold Stories.
Okay.
So, What?
The way you smile, Sam.
Like no, I love a smile. What is Bold Stories Network all about?
What's about?
Okay. Thanks for having me once again. I'm so glad.
You're welcome.
And of course, she's also part of the team.
Okay, yeah.
We're all part of it. When it comes to girls, ladies, we are all part.
Oh, thank you. So, like she said, my name is Oyewale Feloa Christiana, and I'm a laboratory scientist. I believe females should also be in science. So that's one of the things I'm also focusing on myself. So I'm in science and I'm the team leader of Bold Stories Network. Bold Stories Network enables a girl child. We give a voice to the female child in the rural areas. I know quite we have a lot of NGOs, maybe most of them in the cities, but I don't want to say that most people don't like to go to the rural areas because of the challenges there and because of several other atrocities. And also Bold Stories, we go to the rural areas to address major issues affecting a girl child, especially things like low self-esteem, abuse and rape girl child, widows. So basically Bold Stories give them a voice, and we train them to be people of impact too in their society, not just within their community alone, but so that they can also see themselves as people who can make impact even in the world at large. So basically what we do is we attend to people in the rural areas, girl child basically in the rural areas, and also widows in the rural areas.
Why is it rural areas? Is it only restricted to rural areas?
Yes, for now we're focusing on the rural areas because people in the cities are a bit exposed to my knowledge, because I'm also in the city. There's some things I have access to because I'm in the urban area compared to people in the rural areas. People in the rural areas, they barely have inspiration. They really don't see people to motivate them. There was the current project we're doing. When we go to the rural area, if you ask, let me say, even most of them that they think they're the best in their class, they will tell you that, okay, like I had a conversation with a girl, and she said that all she wants to do is just to be a teacher, a secondary school teacher, and she'll marry, and that will be all about her.
Yeah.
Because that's what she's exposed to. And let me say the maximum career achieved in that line is the teaching. And teaching is very good. I mean, she's also exposed to other parts. So to her, she felt, okay, teaching is like the top of her career for her. Yeah. So basically, they don't have this exposure. So people coming from the cities can serve as a motivation for them that say there's more to life than this. You can aspire to be the first female scientist that will discover the cure to cancer, discover this, discover that. So going there, we were able to open their eyes to see opportunities and things they can do. So that's why it's not like maybe girls in the rural areas are not of importance to us, but we feel people in the rural areas too needs to be motivated, and they can only do that based on what they see.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, so we are not discriminating.
Okay.
All right. Well, the theme for this year's celebration is
my voice.
My voice, equal future. Right. What does that mean to you?
Okay, so when as an advocate for a girl child, when I saw it, I was okay. I thought about it, like, for me as a girl child advocate, I'm not biased. Okay. I appreciate both the boy child and the girl child.
Okay. So
like I thought about it. Many things came to my mind actually, but I would love to share. So there's a particular, I read the Holy Book, and there's a particular part that says God created man and woman, and he called them mankind. Another version says he called them Iman. So independently, God created a man and a woman. So a man is not different from a woman, and a woman is also not different from a man. But because our God is a God of order, it's just like as we work in organizations, we have heads. Not because the head is better than every other person, but because of order and for accountability's sake. So we have head. So that's why God put men as the head. So it's not like maybe men are better. So for me, I respect men. I respect also a girl child. And so the problem is now the society. Even God did not see us women as as like, oh, these people, they are supposed to be relegated. Even God is not seeing us like that, but because of the societal stereotype, we have a lot of things. Even guys feel, they feel intimidated when they see ladies doing stuff. And girls too be like, no, I can't allow this guy to ride me.
Yes, I can handle that too.
So it's like everyone is fighting for their rights.
Right.
And because of societal stereotype, it kind of affects, I would say, and I'm not being biased, and I would say it affects the girl child more. Based on what I've done, based on where I've been to. I know there was a time I was selected for a project by World Movement for Democracy. We had a boot camp. People came all over the country for the boot camp, and it was on self-esteem, developing a healthy self-esteem, basically for a girl child. And when people started talking, even as an adult, you realize that there's this low self-esteem because of the societal stereotype. In a family, you hear, my boy cannot do this, the girl has to do this. So we have that stereotype. So it kind of makes the girl child feel like, oh, maybe she's not wanted in the society. For example, even I remember I was talking with a set of people, and they'd be like, oh, if you don't have a girl child, do you think you'll be happy? If you don't have a male, do you think you'll be happy? Things like that. So when I saw the team, I was excited, like, okay, it's just like saying my future, my voice are equal future. Because when, let me take us back to the word I said, God created man and woman and called them women or called them mankind. So when you take a part, that's not complete.
Of course.
So it's when our voices come together as a man and as a woman, we build an equal world. We build a world where, as a guy, I'm not feeling sad that, okay, somebody would take this thing away from me. Or as a girl child, I'm not able to talk because I'm a girl child. So I like that thing. So the team to me says, don't look at a girl child as, oh, you are restricted to this area. I don't look at a boy like, this boy is a threat to me. Again. So it's like a collective thing for us to come together as humankind, as human being, as mankind, to build a more sustainable world.
Okay. Well, I think, of course, when I saw the team, I love the part of the equal future. Oftentimes there have been concerns that as much as we try to advocate for the rights of the girl child, we might begin to also lose the boy child in the process. In the process, if we don't advocate for equal rights for the two of them and not neglect the boy child because we feel they have male privileges, and which can again hamper their growth if we begin to raise the girl child to be tough, and then we don't train the boy child. They also become problems. So
can I say something?
What? You free?
Okay, so when we went to the current project we're doing, it's teenage pregnancy in rural areas. We realized that it's more rampant in the rural areas. So I remember when we got there, we first went there for selection because we had limited funds. So the little fund we're able to get, we tried to like streamline the students to people who maybe don't have parents at all. So when we went there, the teacher called me and was like, do you think you should do this for only a girl child? That was not even, I felt maybe he was just saying that. But later on, the boys, they were just shouting that, we're also important. To me, it actually pained me, really.
Like you're not carrying the boys along?
Yeah. But at some point, after we got home, I started thinking about, like, even when I was coming, I imagined the way the guy voiced out. We're also suffering. We also need someone to talk to us.
And the truth they have.
Yeah. And I'm like, see, if I have any friend that wants to train a boy child, that wants to take up an NGO to focus on a boy child, I'm willing to support. Because I feel it has to be balanced. And it's true. Imagine you training a girl child and she fell in love with a guy and she's so in love, let me say madly in love with a guy that does not respect her, that does not do, at the end of the day, even if the boy is not able to completely, I don't want to say wreck the girl's life, to a percentage, the girl will be affected. And so I think it has to be balanced.
Yes, that's why we have ladies lounge and man's arena. It has to be balanced.
Of course. because I mean, everyone that they call it for, we want a balance. We want to hear the guy.
Exactly. Yes.
So we have to collaborate.
Together we are one.
Together we are one. Like now, there's some major challenges the girl child has in the community, which is one of the focus for this year, and that's the health challenges also. We know that recent up till now, even though there are a lot of advocacy against female genital mutilation, it's still happening. I mean, you still see a lot of people in our own generation still feels like that is the way it should be. I mean, what are you guys doing something in relation to that?
Yes, though for now we are only focusing on teenage pregnancy in rural areas. We are bringing awareness and helping those who are already victims. So, and I, of course, there was a time I was called to work on that project, female genital mutilation, but I felt, okay, that'll be later for me at that time. But I read about it, and I feel, aside the fact that there's a lot of awareness, I think it's more of the thing of the mind. That's from my own perspective anyways, because people do things based on culture and beliefs. So for some people who still embrace it passionately, it's because of what they believe. But people believe that if you don't do that for a girl child, she might be wayward, she might be this, she might be that. And see, when it comes to beliefs, my sister, it has to break, except maybe there's a superior power, or maybe somebody they respect so much, talk to them that this thing is really, really bad. And to be honest, it's really, really bad. But as a scientist, it caused major problem for a girl child. And with this whole awareness, people are still, but to me, I think it's more of beliefs.
But like what you said earlier on about rural area, okay, what do you expect from a child when after there's no school, probably there's no school, and after this farming thing, they gave birth to her, she thought she's of age, and the next thing, what will she do to get settled? That's how I think that's their belief. That makes them to get settled and start having pregnancy. Even what do you expect them to do? There's no school, nobody like you, the NGOs now. You guys brought this thing to them, and they understand you very well. I don't mean there's no you, they will not understand what is happening around them. Now that in your absence, maybe before you could locate an area, what do you think it can stop this teenage pregnancy? Because I believe they cannot understand you, because what they are used to is that their mother get married and give birth after family. They believe their life will just expire like that. That's all they are. So what do you think you can do for them? What are your plans for these teenagers?
Okay, so I would say I will answer that based on what both stories, what we do in both stories. So basically, we also looked at those challenges, like you mentioned. I think we even talked about it. We discussed it that we want to talk to these people, but we need practical thing to sustain them.
Of course.
So what we did is we did a 5-year plan. We were on a 5-year plan, anyways. We were on a 5-year plan to give them money. Majorly, what actually caused most of these things is poverty. It's just like saying, stop doing this thing. It's just like you have someone that gives you money. And I'm not telling you that, stop collecting money from this person. Please, I'm telling you to say, stop collecting.
She's using that money to sustain herself.
Okay, let me give you an instance. There was a girl. She came to meet me in the course of she was crying. As in, she was crying. She said that her parents are dead. She's living with her grandma, and the grandma doesn't even have money, but there's this boy in her class that gives her money, and the guy has been asking her for sex and all, but she doesn't want to give him. And now you understand that kind of thing. The care stopped, and she was just crying that, please auntie, you understand that kind of thing. So in my mind, like, that's like the general thing that happens. So in that case, me telling her verbally that, until see, if you allow one guy to sleep with you, it will be more disastrous. I should be able to present or provide her with something that will be sustainable.
So what can you now say about guys coming out from urban area, how do I put it, from outside to come and bobo those in the rural area.
Like,
Yes, now. Yes, they say,
their legs exposed.
They are less exposed. Let me just go and, what can you do about that issues? Because when you see it very well, it's done, some that are a little bit exposed among them. That's what they treat those people, these small girls like that. Yeah. What can you do to that also? Okay, so what we can do to that, like I said, number one is talk to them. People listen. Teenagers, they listen. Once you can give them your time and listening ear and listen empathetically. How often? Exactly. How often is okay. We are trying our best. I know. I know. We do that every month actually. Okay. We go there once in a month. Okay. To listen to them empathetically and also train them. Actually, we've been able to train them on how to make soap. How to at least to an extent now they have 3 major skills. Okay. And we also provided materials that they can also use, and we're also willing to market these things for them. So basically, so far, we've been able to train them. One little girl was abused recently. What her complaint was, a guy from the city came in and she had something that looks like bread. And what was that? The sanitary pad. And she has been menstruating without pad. So we've seen that. They said this thing will suck this, and the guy teaches her to do that. And after she learned from the guy used the advantage to lure her in. Wow. As the girl got pregnant. Wow. See, so I don't know, maybe you guys can do something about, or are you trying to, because apart from this vocational studies or everything, I think there are some things that have to go. Yes. It has to be balanced. It's more to that. Number one is you have to talk to them. You have to, let me say, sensitize them. Okay. So when you sensitize people, it's just like you telling them the dangers of teenage pregnancy, the health repercussions, then teach them skills, teach them how to fish, then also talk to them that say, this thing that we are saying is not good. Show them practically. We actually did, we presented for them to see that these are the dangers. We highlighted everything. These are the dangers, and it's, to me, their response. People, they really ask questions, because some of them, it was even their parent that was telling them that she better go out too and go and look for money. Better go out and go and do. Sure, you get. So we're able to just let them know that, see, these things have repercussions. It might not be now. It might be the next 5 years. It might be the next 2 years. It might be this. Might be that. So we're able to let them see via videos, graphic design. We're able to explain to them. Then the skill was after the old. Come to think of it, wait, sorry, because she said something about parents. What if they are not willing to do it and their parents are pushing them? Yeah, there are some cases. So I think you have to work on the parent part too. Yeah, it's actually a whole lot of work. Now, talking about a whole lot of work, that's where I'm coming in from. Now, let's move away from both stories network and begin to look at it as a responsibility of everyone, and like most especially every lady. I mean, it's I for one feel like I tell people, if you are the smartest person among your friends, you are also not smart. Yes. Your smartness should have rubbed off on your friends if you are that smart. So I just feel like if we continue to have a society where the girl child is always at a disadvantage, then those who feel they are at an advantage are also at a disadvantage. The level of disadvantage might just vary. I mean, you were talking about urban and rural. It's not like girls in urban places are not also facing challenges, but their challenges are different from the kind of challenges the people in the rural area are experiencing. Now, what are some of the major steps ladies can begin to take to ensure that we build a network? Okay. For girls, I mean, if we like now, interestingly, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she has scaled through to the final stage to be the WTO leader, and if eventually she scales through herself and the South Korean woman, either of them will be the first female WTO leader. I mean, those are kind of the things that someone like me looks forward to. A girl in the rural area might not even know what is happening in that world. Then when you're talking about mentors, I can talk about Hillary Clinton, I can talk about Michelle Obama.
who does the girl child in the rural area
look up to?
Is she looking up to? So what are the individual steps we should begin to take as ladies to ensure that there's no gap, or if there's a gap, we're able to like bridge the gap and ensure that it becomes closer
between the younger generation,
and our generation?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is we should see them as, let's say, okay, our interest differs. That's one thing. There's some people that no matter how you talk about this, let's do this, let's do that, let's support these young people, let's reach out, let's talk to them, some people will not still be interested. That's one thing I've realized. People will still not be interested. It's not like you can't take offense, that's just who they are. So I think for us, I think for ladies generally, we should have the heart to help. See, there's something women do, but I think is decline now. We gossip, we don't support each other. We feel, if I do this, you understand. We have these, some people, or let's say most female, they'll be like they can't support fellow female. I think we should look at that no, this person needs to grow. When you support other people to grow, they can't forget you.
Of course.
They can't. So I think we should see younger generations as, oh, I really want to replicate myself, so to say. Because as a leader, if you can't replicate yourself, you are not a successful person. Once you are able to replicate yourself and you see that, oh, this person you are able to replicate is even doing more than you, that's when you're a successful leader. So we should see ourselves as, okay, even if you are not in leadership position, see yourself as a leader. Not just for, not for position, not for title, but to help younger people coming up. Because if you are able to train one girl child, let me give you an instance. I had a project 2017. Okay. 2017 for now is 3 years, right? Oh, yes. I met the girl at Bodija last 2 months.
Of course.
And she told me about, and then she was even in secondary school, but now she's already in higher institution. Wow. And she told me about things that it was a project sponsored and all. I just did a project in that school, but I was motivated by what she's doing. She's already in the university, and like everything has changed. She now has different motivations. She also wants to be this, she wants to be that, and all. So I think we just have to have the heart to help other people, especially the younger generation. Call them when you see that this person is going the wrong direction. Just do your own part. You might feel that this guy is not listening to me. Somehow, these people get to their corner, and maybe a tiny thing from what you've told them will just come back again to just speak to them. And I think we shouldn't overlook that.
Yes, because some people believe, because when you said we should help, you might help and the help might not work. Why I said that is, it's not what I want you giving me at times. You might feel like this is the right way for me. So that's why I believe the first thing should be listening. You like to know their direction, what they want, how are they feeling, before we could say, okay, I want to render and help. Yes, because they don't want a dictatorship. Like, okay, my mom is telling me this, don't mind that auntie because she's a reporter. She wants me to become, you understand? You know, teenagers, that's a few, especially those adolescent age. They believe I hold my life. That's what I think.
You can't force your opinion on me.
I'm telling you, I think the best bet is to be their friends. See, when you just be their friends. I've had similar experiences like that. Yes. People will just walk up to me at work and be like, I want to discuss something with you. I've had cases like that.
Yes,
they just come for IT and be like, even though sometimes when they do some naughty things, you are not happy about it. You feel like, oh, why is this person rude and all? But you just see them that's just their own way of letting you know that I'm free with you. And later they will now come back to tell you that, auntie, this is what I'm going through. And you now say that, wow. Doing. So I think adults should also not have this, let me say Yoruba culture, we have this respect kind of thing. I go to expect to God.
Yes. So they believe when I tell you something, you have to obey.
You have to respect me. I'm older than you. I know more than you.
So I think
They should be their
creates a
friends.
gap.
That's true.
So it creates the gap. So when you listen empathetically, you listen without, you are listening to understand that person, not to judge that. What is she be? No.
To come to conclusion.
So it's to listen
Okay, no, I'm
empathetically.
curious. You mentioned that you're in science
Yeah.
sector, and unfortunately, I mean, we don't have a lot of women in sciences. Was that an initial decision, like you actually, as a child, that was your childhood dream? You wanted to?
Yeah, I think
Do
since I
science,
was a
or it
child, I
was-
always wanted to be a science student.
Okay.
But you know, sometimes we say those things because maybe we see an elder brother that is a doctor, or we see, and we just, I want to be a doctor. Yeah, for me, I just love to be in science. But as I continue my career pursuit, I realized that I want to be in research.
Okay.
So I'm in research, and I would say we have a number of female scientists now. We have a number of them. Maybe not much, but at least to an extent, we have more female scientists now.
Ayo, do you have any experience that pushed you to this field?
To science or
this-
to research?
To research science and this, your NGO?
I don't think do I have any. Okay, for NGO, I'd always had this passion to help people.
Just a passion.
It's just a passion for me,
Okay.
basically. I mean, because growing up, I experienced the death of somebody close to me.
Okay.
So it kind of pushed me to, it's just like, okay, I experienced the death of someone close to me, and I saw the way other people stood up to help. So it kind of stirred up this passion that, see, a life of, a successful life is a life of service.
Okay.
So just have to give your all. And to me, my own philosophy is, even if you have all the money and you don't do anything for other people, you've actually not contributed anything
Yes.
to the planet where you are. And if you are staying somewhere you cannot contribute to it, my sister, I don't think that makes sense. So that's my own philosophy anyway. So that's one of the things that stirs my passion for NGO. And for science, I think for science I just like to innovate, I like to create. Basically, I just like to, okay, there's this problem, I just like to solve it. People are suffering from this disease. I love to be part of the research to get maybe vaccine or
Thank you.
Okay.
solution to it.
Okay. Before we wrap up on the discussion, we cannot take away the fact that COVID-19 has
Yeah.
also played a major impact. I mean, for the girl child, there were a series of reports recently about how teenage pregnancy has increased, and then abuse, domestic violence against women has also increased. Now, the truth is, the world will survive. It's not even a can. The world will survive COVID-19,
course.
but there's a possibility that something else will happen. Like, what are some of the things? How can we ensure that situations does not begin to affect the girl child? Mostly when issues happen, the girl child, the child is more affected. Even in cases of war, they're the ones who get raped. I mean, the boys also become orphans and all of that, but then the girl child has an extra damage done to her. How then do we begin to help the girl child not become a victim all of the time?
Okay, I think that's why we have the team.
Okay.
For this year's International Day of the Girl Child, her voice, her equal future. I think we just need to there's something they call faith comes by hearing and hearing. We just have to keep hearing and hearing, advocating, because female child, there are a lot of stereotypes. Shebi is FGM is there, rape is there, several things, even low self-esteem. Some people actually kill themselves because of low self-esteem. So it's a lot of work, and we can't stop advocacy for a girl child. And like I said, the reason why it's like that is because of the stereotype. People already have this mindset that what's a girl child? They see them as people to be used, sort of. That's from what I've seen, especially in the rural areas. They see them as no. Once you are not a boy, you are not. Even if they respect you, it's not that high. That's from my own perspective, because they feel girl child. always there was a part that was a day someone said that hadn't been the leader in the dark office is a woman, they would have scattered everything.
Yes,
so I think we just need to keep lending our voices. Let's talk about this thing. Anywhere you have the opportunity to talk about, like office now, they see me as as an activist, woman, this, woman, that. Because I just feel that, no, you can't just say another human being like you is this. No, now, God himself did not design it that way. We have to respect them because God has made man the head. But at the same time, we are equal. We are equal, not equal in the sense that, okay, we should use it. No, we shouldn't do that. See fellow, if you're a guy, see a male child that, oh, this person is also a part of me, we are a man, we are this, we are that. And for also for females too, they should see other female as, okay, this is not an object to be used. And you should just have that heart of service and love, basically.
Well, okay, of course, the advocacy never stops, and of course, we're expecting that everyone out there, either you're a man or you're a woman, you should continue to advocate for a better life for the girl child and ensure that while you're trying to build up your girl child, you're not pulling down the boy child for the girl child. Let everyone grow at an equal level and then give them equal chances to life. You never know who your girl child is going to end up to be, so don't deny the opportunity. I keep telling people, if a man feels like, oh no, I'm going to invest more in my son, and then your son is not interested in the dreams you have planned out for him, what if the girl child is the one who is solely vested in ensuring that your dream becomes reality, but then you would have missed the chance. You know,
our experience and what we think about our children matter most, firstly. And secondly, it, like a man just said recently, I have 3 investments. I don't have any liability. And I asked him, what do you mean by? He said, a boy is a liability. You have to pay till the wedding day. You keep paying. Said, boy, lady, a girl is an investment that she start. So you can imagine. So it depends. So let's just see them as equal.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what to take on our discussion segments for tonight. But like I said, the advocacy should not stop.
And everybody should be an advocate.
Yes, you should be an advocate. I will take a break and be back on the Great segment. Don't go away.
You're still there, this is your ladies lounge, and we are on grill segment. We are placing our guest on the hot seat. This is my best and favorite segment. You know, I like grill segment. Sister Ifelua, Miss Ifelua, whatever. Please calm down.
No, see,
I'm just trying to scare you out, but just calm down. Don't worry, I have 10 questions here anyway.
All right.
You are to pick just 8.
This is just 8.
I want you to take the 10 before, but I'm just giving you the 8 now. Okay. So you pick your favorite number. Your lucky number first.
Okay, good.
I'm trying to help you here. You know, I like the name Ifelua.
Oh, thank you. Let's start with number 3.
Wow. The first Nigerian female commercial pilot and the first woman to fly an aircraft in Nigeria is?
The first female pilot would Mrs. Fumi something.
The first Nigerian female commercial pilot
Commercial
The first
pilot.
woman. Okay, let's say the first woman to fly an aircraft.
to fly an helicopter.
Aircraft.
Fumilayo Ransom Kuti.
I mean, commercial pilot.
Aircraft.
Aircraft
And the first woman to fly an aircraft in Nigeria.
in Nigeria.
She's not Yoruba woman. Let me give you that.
Yes.
Okay, you?
Okay, let me think deep.
Try.
How many minutes do I have?
Oh, I'll tell you.
I'm
I'll let
counting
you.
down now to 5.
And the camera is on me.
5.
Because I called you twice. Now you're
Three.
confused. Don't worry.
2.
Don't cover your face. Chiere Kali.
Okay.
Sorry, pick another.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Pick another. It's just a.
One down, 7 to go.
I told you I'm placing you on not say. Okay, pick another number.
What did I miss out? Hey, good.
No, I just
Okay. What number should I pick?
if I pick for you now, you say it's because I pick
the
for you.
hell.
So you pick yourself.
Okay.
If you are calm down, please.
I'm actually calm. Oh,
I mean, no.
Oh yeah. Okay, another number.
Okay, another number.
Just pick.
Okay, let's go with. What was the number 10?
Okay.
Number 10. Okay. Give us 5 female names that start with S.
Just start with S, both living or dead.
Female
Female
name.
names.
Any female names?
Yeah.
Stella,
Okay.
Sylvester.
Female.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Sylvester's female. No.
I know male Sylvester.
Let's remove Sylvester. I don't
Okay.
want Sylvester.
Okay, Stella.
Stella.
Sheon.
Okay.
I'm coming. You're not rushing. Let me be coming
Oh,
down.
you are be calming down.
Okay, let me
Okay.
start again. We have Stella, we have Sheon, we have Simi Siri,
Okay.
we have S. What's the name?
It doesn't start with S.
Her name is D.
I know. My name is even
Is
A.
that
Adiola.
yours?
Okay, another S. No, Simon is not a female name.
Okay.
Let's include surname now.
Okay, should I help you?
No,
We
I've
have so
mentioned three.
many
We have so
Yoruba
many.
names.
No, don't worry. Let me-
Okay. But your time
Why
is
you
going.
give me that clue?
I have 3. I've mentioned 3.
Yes.
Right? Sheon, Stella,
Simi.
Simisola.
No. Scam. No, you cannot do Simi. You are not doing Simi.
You will still do Simi after Simisola, Simisire, Simisife, Simisidi, Simisi Fushi baby, Simisi
Don't
everything.
give us twin name. You have to go to go.
Simi.
Okay, we are done with Simi.
Yes. We are done with Simi. 2 more names.
Okay. S.
Come on.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, let's calm down.
Calm me down.
Okay. S. Okay. How come S is not coming to mind?
Calm down now.
Calm down. Going.
No, don't go yet.
5 seconds.
Okay.
1,
Susan.
Okay.
Then,
One more to go.
3,
Shonde.
4. Shola. Oh my. Yeah, you try. High five. Get your high five. Pick another number, please. Another number.
That was interesting.
Yes. Simisi D. Simisi.
Like,
Don't worry.
if we had left, I should have told
Simisi. I was even hoping she would say Simisi NFTV.
So you picked number 3 and 10. So another number.
So another number. Okay. What's the number?
Pick a number, pick a number, pick a number.
Because I'm not really good with.
Just pick anyone. Don't worry.
No. I mean, the questions are quite cheap.
Yeah, quite cheap.
Okay,
right?
pick another number. We're waiting. Your time is going.
6.
Okay.
6.
The first female
Yeah.
governor in Nigeria.
I mean, that one is.
Oh, it's one Taraba governor. I cannot remember the woman's name, but she's from the north.
First female governor.
The first female governor, yes,
In
that I know
Nigeria?
about. In Nigeria, yes.
Should I help you?
Really? She's
Yes.
from the north?
Should I help you?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's from Anambra State.
There was a time we had a female governor in the north.
The first
was
female
not the first.
governor in
She was not
Nigeria.
the first. Oh, but I knew there was a time we had
That was
in the
way
north.
before.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Should I help you again?
We haven't got the ATM.
just for 3
She was
months.
there for 3
3
months.
months.
Yes.
Yeah, but I knew that.
Pick another number now.
Okay.
Don't be scared to pick number.
I mean, I picked now.
3.
We picked 3 numbers, so we
five
have
to go.
Yes.
Okay, number 9.
9. Okay. You're a scientist.
Yes.
Gynophobia is an abnormal fear of.
Gynophobia.
Yep. Already gynophobia.
Fear of okay.
Abnormal fear of what?
Gynophobia is an abnormal fear of.
Of guys. Opposite sex.
See, because I should just say guy, it's just like his guy is no, it's not.
No, I'm just thinking because
No,
of
Yes,
not.
yeah. Go
No,
on,
it's
go on.
opposite sex of people.
No, it's not.
10
Not
seconds.
Me, Steph, I'm feeling like a scientist now.
9.
Please,
Let me start. Let me ask you
Eight.
some questions.
no, don't ask me. I'm the
7.
one asking you.
6.
Gynophobia, kind of.
5. 4.
No, you can't do this.
3. 2. 1.
It's an abnormal for women. Guy,
You very close. You were very close. Pick another number.
Okay, number 7. I picked number 7, right?
No. The first female
No,
speaker.
no.
The first female speaker
I'm
of
not-
Nigeria
I'm
House
not-
of
I'm not
Representatives.
picked though.
You picked 7. You picked 7.
I
No.
asked,
No, but that was that's nice people.
The first female speaker.
I'm not good on
Okay,
that.
pick another number.
Okay, pick another one.
another
Let's scrap that.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Hell,
Pick another one.
I'm here with you.
Yeah, no, you here with me. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No. Let's see what's in number 4 or number
No.
2.
Are you sure you
Number
want
4.
number 4?
Okay. Number 4. No, that's
Hell,
you have to be sure.
I don't. You have to be
mentioned
sure
two, you
this time
mentioned
around.
two.
Don't
Okay,
change it for
okay.
me.
Let's do number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
Spell gender backward.
Gender, R-E-D-E-G.
No, of course you were going to get that. So just take
No.
yes.
The hen. I could not hear the hen.
R-E-D.
You got.
I said R-E-D-E-E-G.
No.
There's no
Gender.
hen there.
gender.
Ah.
Yes.
Backward.
Yes.
Backwards. Okay, respect.
You got it wrong.
Backward.
No,
You
let
got
her-
it
let-
wrong
let her try
already.
Let me
again.
do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Gender. Backward. 5 seconds.
R-E-D-N-E-G.
Yeah.
I
You just-
You better be calming down.
okay.
Another
Yeah.
number.
Number 4.
Number
Who
4.
is
The first female president in Africa. No, that's.
I didn't say I picked number 4. I said number 4.
Hey, you have picked this.
I just did it. So what's the question?
First female president in Africa.
What's me? I don't know.
You do.
Sure.
Okay. You want to give me hints?
In Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 names like this.
Mention 3. I'll pick from 3.
No, I think Sierra
I mean,
Leone.
her name is 3.
I think she was president of Sierra Leone. Liberia, yes, Liberia. The president of Liberia before the footballer came into power. You know her?
I know.
Okay, let me help you. 50-50 now.
Okay, 50.
There's nothing like phone a friend, you know.
Okay,
So, the middle name is Johnson. So, the first and the last name. Please tell me.
You want to give me 50-50? No, you tell me what correct when I want wrong one.
Madam.
I'm not giving you that kind of 50-50. No option.
If we give you option, you will get it. So let's just get our question
She
ourselves.
said 50-50.
Yeah.
And the people that I know, you did one wrong answer.
We
No.
have wrong answer.
We don't have any wrong answer. Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay, 50-50.
Okay.
George Johnson Weir.
Okay.
Helen Johnson Sirleaf.
Come again. I didn't hear. Johnson.
George
Where?
Johnson. Where?
Okay.
Ellen Johnson
Helen Johnson
Sirleaf.
Sirleaf.
L.A. Johnson. Sally.
I'm not giving you a high five. I will.
No,
I withdraw my high five.
I told you now. She like that kind of no. She just make up.
You didn't give me. You just, okay. Give me
Your
the
last
answer.
question.
Your last
Let me just
question.
give you like that.
Okay, pick your last question.
Last question. What number is number 8 free? No, I think I picked number 8.
No, number
No,
8 is
you've
still
not.
free. You've not
Number
picked.
8 is still free.
We have number 8, we have numbers 5, and we have number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nobody picked number. I've not picked number 1.
Mm.
I'm sure number 1 is who is.
Just pick number. Don't worry.
so you have 1, 5, 8. So which is it going to be?
Okay, 1, 5, and 8. What's the number 8?
Are you picking number 8?
Are you picking? Are you sure you
Okay.
want number 8?
Okay.
Name 5 women who have made a mark in Israel and what they will be remembered for.
Okay. Anybody?
Anyone?
Any 5 women.
5
Only
women.
5 women. Okay,
Yes.
let me start with Mrs. Bukwawoshika.
Okay.
She'll be remembered in the entrepreneur world, the business world, so to say. Then
Okay.
let me, architect Ibukun, architect Adenowo. She'll be
Okay.
remembered also in architecture, and also I'm mentioning Nigerian people now.
Don't worry. Wait till we know Nigerian people.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter,
It
but
does not matter.
Okay.
another person is another woman that will be remembered is excuse me. I don't want to mention Nigeria now, so I'm trying to.
Okay.
I know Oprah Winfrey will be remembered,
Okay.
and
What would she be remembered?
4.
she'll be remembered for her business prowess.
2 more to go.
Okay.
She remembered for her leadership skills and also helping people in low-income countries.
Okay. 4.
5.
You're going to 5. To name one.
Then this woman too will be remembered. If I mention my non Dr. Charlotte.
Okay. What does she do?
Remembered for research. She
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's great. That's great. Let's give you a high five. In fact, you've done well. You've done well. You've done well. So, no, you actually did try. So, from us on the grill, we'll see. Well done. Like, no, actually, you've tried, and it's been amazing having this chat with you. Our ladies now tonight. Thanks for adding color to our show today. And of course, that is for this week. Remember that you have to keep speaking up for the girl child, and do not allow the rights of the girl child to be trampled upon. So, special thanks to all of our production crew. We appreciate your efforts in ensuring a beautiful production today. And for our viewers, you can watch more episodes on YouTube
channel.
That's at New Frontiers Television Broadcast, and you can contact us on Instagram or WhatsApp number displayed on your screen. Let us know your thoughts concerning the show. Keep sending your questions in. We'll keep responding to them on the show. And we say special thanks to all of our sponsors. Gem Lab International, who is in charge of photography. Of course, Tycoon Salon and Beauty House for the makeup and hairstyling. But thank you all. My name is Adiola Adegoke. Catch you next week on Ladies Lounge.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and you have to share. You know, just click the link and share it. Click the button, the thumb up. I remain your one and only Funshi baby. My name is Funsho Afolabi. Bye.
Till next week.